Who is the King of Glory?
Tobago. Ready yourself for the most anticipated event for 2025. D-Line.
Lift up your head, oh ye gate, lift up your head, oh ye gate.
On Independence Day, featuring the electrifying fire general himself, Malicious Messenger.
You already provided.
The dynamic Pastor Terrence Mains.
They are the gods. They are the works of men.
The captivating Renessa Ortiz.
My head to my feet.
The amazing Donald Job. And many sensational artists. It's the relaunch of D-Line, Sunday, August 31st at 5 p.m. downtown at the Scarborough Library Amphitheater. Admission is absolutely free. Don't miss this family extravaganza.
The blood of Jesus over your family.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Joining us today is Sheldon Bradshaw, known to many as Branchy B, the voice behind Inspirational Vibes on 89.5 FM. He's also the director of Divine Connection International, the group bringing us the relaunch of D-Lime 2025 this Independence Day at the Scarborough Amphitheater. Sheldon, welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here. How have you been?
I've been good. How are you?
I am great. Wonderful.
Now, Sheldon, many know you as the host of Inspirational Vibes on 89.5 FM.
Yes.
But today we're talking about your role as director of Divine Connection International. Can you share with us what inspired the relaunch of D-Lime in 2025?
All right. So the relaunch, well, first things first, let me say a pleasant good morning to all the viewers of Tobago Updates. All right. And D-Lime, first things first, let me say D-Lime stands for Daily Living Immensely with Mirrored Excellence. So it's not just any type of lime, but it's D-Lime. Meaning, in other words, whatever we do it with a spirit of excellence, reflecting the life of Jesus Christ. That being said, the last time we would have had this event called D-Lime would have been, I think was after COVID, which was COVID-19. So the program itself, D-Lime, was adversely affected due to COVID-19. As you would know, many businesses would have been affected. You know, the event is a free event. It has always been free, and it's still free to the public. All right. So that itself, I know a lot of people would have missed the event called D-Line. They've been asking the question, when are you going to come back with D-Line? And honestly speaking, I was not thinking about it until one person approached me and told me, they said, listen, I will provide you with the sound system at no cost. Another person approached me and said they will provide this, they will provide that. And I say, you know what? This is a divine connection.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's a divine connection. And I knew God wanted this event to come on board, you know, not in my own effort, but in His, because everything is about God's timing, you know. And I know D-Lime has impacted so many people, so many lives have been impacted. You know, the main attraction to this event is the music. And as you would know, the music itself is a universal language. It draws people from different walks of life, you know. And I know many people have been saved, many people have been delivered, many people have been, you know, transformed as a result of this event called D-Lime. So D-Lime is back, and we do know that the day has been declared, Independence Day that is, has been declared as a day of prayer and reflection. And what a timing, I must say, to have this event. Even before this announcement that was made from the central government, you know, we were already in the planning stages. And when this came about, when this came about, I said, this is God. I'm just seeing confirmation after confirmation to have this event called D-Lime.
Now, the lineup features artists like Blessed Messenger, Terrence Baines. I have been to one of Terrence Baines' events at the food hub. So I know
Okay.
for a fact he's going to have an electrifying
Yes,
performance. We have
yes,
Donald
yes.
Job and Renee Fortune. How were these artists chosen, and what do they bring to the event?
Well, as you started off by saying Terrence Beans, and I know that's one of your favorite artists. Yes, Terrence Beans has always been part of D-Line. All right, and what he brings to the table is unique. He's very, as you use the word, electrifying. He's a man that moves on the stage. He brings.
Captivates that
That's right.
audience.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. And the music that he brings, it's more like sing along songs, worship songs that you're familiar with. So. Whenever he hits the stage, there's no two ways about that. The crowd would sing along with Pastor Terrence Baines. So he will be bringing, praise, worship in music, and that's the whole idea. We have branded the event as a time of prayer, praise, and worship. All right. So Pastor Terrence Baines, he has been chosen, being led by the Spirit of God, and personally knowing what he would normally bring to the table when it comes to music. All right. And then, of course, we have Renee Fortune. She's from Trinidad. She did the song called A Little More Oil in the Lamp, Keep It Burning. That's a medley of songs. That's really, it's Caribbean. It has that Caribbean flavor, so no two ways about that. People are going to be singing along with that kind of a music. Donald Job, no stranger to the people of Tobago. I think some years ago he would have won something connected to Digital Rising Star. So he's an excellent vocalist, I must say, and he brings worship. He ushers you, if I should use these words, he ushers you into the very presence of God with worship music. All right. We also have our very own Blessed Messenger, originally from Tobago. Yes, in fact, both Pastor Terrence Beans and Blessed Messenger, they came from Bethel. You understand? So they, what I love about Blessed Messenger is that he will bring across his storyline in a powerful way through his music. And so many people, I realize, love Blessed Messenger. He has been around for years. He was once part of a group called Blessed Messengers, but now he's called Blessed Messenger. So he brings his message in different genres of music, be it reggae, soca, but it's all gospel. And gospel, as way of information, means good news. Yeah. So we also have a lineup of other artists, like Mita Academy. We have Gabby Williams. We have a number of artists that will be part of this event. So yes, we would have highlighted some of the artists on the commercial, but there are so many more that will be on the program. A dance group, Song of Silence, and so much more. Too numerous to mention, but it promises to be fantastic. Yeah.
Very pleased to hear that. And on this year's Independence theme of prayer and reflection, we are reflecting in light of the current state of emergency that Trinidad and Tobago is under, the crime situation, and a lot of these things that are occurring. And we know you have speakers addressing issues like youth violence, peer pressure, and teenage pregnancy.
Yes.
Why was it so important for you to highlight these? I know it was in theme with what is going on currently in the country, but why is it so important that you still need to highlight it when it's something that is already talked about so much in society?
Yes. Now, over the years, I would have incorporated speakers to this event. Now, when we first started off with this program called D-Lime, it was never about having speakers to come and speak to pertinent issues. It was more like music from the different artists alongside the DJs. We used to have a DJ session where the DJ just play the music, and there will be like that, that kind of vibes while viewing the fireworks because what we normally would do, we will have the first half of the program, then the second half, and within that break, let me say during the fireworks, the music would be played and stuff like that. And it dawned on me. I said, being the president and the director of this, I know the word of God is powerful, and based on what we are seeing happening in our nation, where our youths are concerned, where we're seeing so many things are happening, those who are involved in drugs, those who are involved in crime and stuff like that, I said, you know what? I also need to put in the mix in the program to have different speakers who are qualified to address issues. So we're not going to, as I said before, the program is mainly music, but within the program we will have like speakers just addressing these issues. We will spread them out throughout the program for like about we'll give them like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes thereabout to address these issues. And it also reminded me of some years ago when I brought Lieutenant Stitchy to this event, and I brought DJ Nicholas. They would have played a significant role in the lives of our young people. Stitchy, no stranger to the secular arena, and I've seen how many youths, one young man heard Stitchy's voice and came to the venue, and he attended that entire session where Stitchy was singing, and he gave his life to Jesus Christ. Same thing applies to DJ Nicholas from Jamaica. I remember after the Lime some years ago, Nicholas reached out to me via phone and told me one lady reached out to him saying, thank you so much. My life has been changed. I once upon a time I stopped just going church, and just hearing your ministry through the music, I have decided to rededicate my life. So music, yes, it's powerful. The word of God is also powerful. So it's really a strategy, right, for the youths to come to that venue, enjoy the music, enjoy the vibes, and at the same time be ministered onto by the various speakers that will be addressing these different issues: teenage pregnancy, violence, drugs, etc., etc.
And I'm happy that you mentioned speaking to our youth, because they are the ones that we need to nurture, so
That's
that
right.
going forward, our generations after that, they're able to curb some of these issues that we are facing in society. And it's
Yes.
important that we start with them. Now, Mr. Bradshaw, thank you so much for coming
Yes,
this morning
yes,
and sharing
yes,
about
yes.
the Lime event. Can you
Yes.
just remind our audience when it is and what time and where they
Right. Sure.
meet together?
Sure. So, dear viewers, the place to be is the amphitheater, the Library Scarborough Amphitheater. That's this Sunday, 31st August, Independence Day, right? So we lime in, right? You don't want to miss it, all right? The admission is free. So come out in your thousands, come out, bring your mother, bring your father, bring your enemy, just bring them to that venue. It promises to be great. We start at 5 p.m. We're going to start off with some music, then we're going to take you into praying for our nation, praying for our leaders. Then we go into music, and it's going to be wall-to-wall music from 5 p.m. until the following day is a holiday, right? So you have no excuse. Just come and enjoy the vibes. Great ministry from various artists, top gospel artists, and music, wall-to-wall music by the DJs, and so much more. So don't forget the date, Sunday, 31st August, Independence Day, D-Lime. It promises to be great. The place is the amphitheater next to the library. Yes.
Thank you so much, and we'll be right back after the break.